Welcome to Math with the Real Floater. Today we'll be focusing on changing the subject of a formula, something that some persons have challenges with. So, all things being equal, after today's lesson, that those challenges will be a thing of the past. All right, let's start off with a simple equation where we says x is equals to y. Okay, that's very basic. That's the same thing as saying y is equal to x. All right, very simple right there. Our next equation, x is equals to by, which is the same thing as b times y. What we're going to do here is to make y the subject of the formula, meaning that where we have the letter x, we'll be having y over there on the equal sign by itself. So we'll be having y equals to something, something, something. All right? So let's jump into it. Right there, we have b multiplying by y. So since we're multiplying by y and we want y to be by itself on that side of the equation, we do the opposite of what's happening and we divide. So b is multiplying by y. So to get rid of the b, we have to divide both sides by b. Anything you do to one side of the equation, you do to the other side. So we have x over b equals to by over x. So those b's cancel on the right hand side. So we have x over b equals to y, which is the same thing as saying y is equals to x over b. Quite simple. Love what you're seeing right here. Please remember to subscribe and share the channel. All right, one more equation. We have x is equals to b over y. What we'll be doing, making b the subject of the formula. Here we have y being divided into b. How do we move that y from right there? We do the opposite of what it is doing. So we multiply both sides by the letter y. So we have x times y is equals to b over y times y, which is the same thing as y over 1. We cancel those y's on the right hand side. So we have xy is equals to b. So therefore b is equals to xy. Remember now, whatever is happening to something that we need to remove, we do the opposite. Let's jump into our next one. We have x is equals to b over y. And we want to make y the subject of the formula this time. So how do we do it? I like to make sure that what I'm going to make the subject, I like to make sure it's up there in the numerator. So let's move it from where the denominator is by multiplying both sides by y. So we have x times y is equals to b over y times y over 1. So both y's cancel out. So we have xy is equals to b. Now remember, we want to make y the subject of the formula. So it's now multiplying x. How do we get rid of the x? We divide. Remember, we always do the opposite of what it's doing if we want to get rid of it. So now we have xy over x is equals to b over x, which is the same thing as saying we cancel those x's. So we have y is equals to b over x. Nothing hard at all. Always remember this. If you have something that you need to get rid of, you do the opposite. We'll be doing some more so you can get the full gist of what is taking place. Okay, let's turn over that page. Okay, so we have x is equals to a plus y. We need to make y the subject of the formula. This time we are doing addition. How do we get rid of that a? We do the opposite of what that a is, which is take away a from both sides of the equation. Remember, that's a positive a, so to get rid of it, we have to minus. Okay, so we have x minus a is equals to y. Same thing as saying y is equals to x minus a. Whatever is happening and we want to get rid of it, we do the opposite. Okay, so we have x is equals to m plus ay. Make m the subject of the formula. We have a plus ay on this side where the m is. So what do? We take away ay from both sides of the equation. So taking away ay from both sides of the equation leaves us with m being equals to x minus ay. Not difficult at all. Let's move on to our next one where we have x is equals to m plus ay once again. Now this time, what we'll be doing is to making A the subject of the formula. In this case, what do we do first? We start by taking away m from both sides of the equation, and we will be, hey, what's happening here? All right, so we take away m from both sides of the equation. So we have x minus m is equals to m plus ay minus m. A minus m give you nothing. So we have x minus m is equals to ay. Now a is multiplying by y. So how do we have a alone to be the subject of this formula? We divide both sides by y. Simple, not hard. We always do the opposite of what we want to remove is doing. So we have the answer being a is equals to x minus m over y. Remember, you love what you're hearing? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. All right. Our next formula, we have x is equals to a minus y. Let's make a the subject of the formula. What do we do first? We remove that y from that side of the equation. And we do so by adding y to both sides of the equation, since y is now being minusing on the right hand side. So we have x plus y equals to a minus y plus y. Minus y plus y is 0. So we have x plus y is equals to a, or we can always say a is equals to x plus y. Okay, let's do one more for the road. All right, so we have x is equals to a minus y. And we want to make y the subject of the formula. Now we have y being a negative on this side. So guess what we do? We take away y from that side and put it over the other side. So how do we get rid of y on that side, the right hand side? We just add y to both sides. So we're going to have x plus y is equals to a minus y plus y. Whatever we need to take away, we do the opposite of what it's doing. All right? Always remember that formula. So we have x plus y is equals to a. How do we get rid of this x? It's now positive, so we just take away the x from both sides of the equation. So we have x plus y minus x is equals to a. And of course, x minus x, that's 0. So that leaves us with y is equals to a minus x. Pretty easy. Yeah, I believe so too. So thanks for watching this video. It was fun, and I do hope that you enjoyed it and you will come back for more. Thanks for being a part of Math with Real Floater. See you.